All right. So many things to say here. The choices with the music shaped the identity of the shows for sure. Like we talked about it. I think a really important point we were talking about earlier was how the music was just to fill the gap, just to take space. Drag and drop music, as Keo said earlier, I thought was a perfect way to put it. My next question for you guys would be, do you feel like outside of just dragging and dropping, like we lose nuance and we lose detail because we said there were themes that were just heroic music for the heroes, sneaky music for the villains? I feel like we lose a lot of thematic cohesion and character nuance because of that. So do you think that the fact that we switch to a less detailed soundtrack, even though there's like 93 songs on your American one, do you feel like because of that switch and that move by 4Kids, we lose like detail in the characters because of the choice in music? I'll go to you first, Keo, with that.
Yes and no. I mean, there's kind of an interesting relationship between an English dub and a Japanese dub, because they vary wildly in terms of like the sensibilities of who is directing at the time. So in Japan, like you obviously have like the director who's building the show up from the ground and making the show how they see it. But then you get the American version, which is in some ways translated, but also in translation, we lose some stuff. We lose a little bit of context, a little bit of nuance, and we also lose a little bit of how, like, more often than not, these two directors will probably never meet each other. So, like, the English director will probably never meet the Japanese director, and if they do, there's, like, a snowball's chance in hell that they will. And even more so, they probably don't always, and because of that, most of the time, they probably don't agree on how to tell a story. So I think that, like, if your question is like, why is there a whole different soundtrack for a different version of for the different dub of this series? I think it's honestly just like a director choice to a certain degree, and I think it's possibly because maybe the director of the English version probably saw it as more childish, so like he wanted a soundtrack that reflected that more, and they wanted to market it a certain way, so like they tried to like kind of steer it in the direction of the way the English director wanted it to sound.
I see what you mean. And I feel like, I don't know if you guys can like maybe take a moment, if it'd be cool if you could like maybe just listen to like the first few seconds so you'll understand a little bit more. But if you go to the track 76 on the playlist of the American one, it's called Super Sweeper. I just chose it randomly. Do it or don't worry, like I'll explain it to me. But like I listened to this song and I just feel like I'm hearing every single Star Wars soundtrack I've ever heard. It's just like this violin with this like, okay, we get it. You're like covering, it's wall to wall, and now here's a lead. Da da, like very simple. And that feels drag and droppy to me. It feels super drag and droppy, and it feels like it just fills the gap like we were talking about earlier. But my question for you, Hotshot, if I may ask, is outside of losing character nuance and detail, what do you think the music being so dumbified and simplified makes the series lose? You know, like outside of just, is it character growth? Like what other elements could we like be missing because of a more lackluster soundtrack?
So I think we do lose a bit, like because we lose a bit of the personality of the characters, and it's more so like a generic, like, oh, Amy's the girl, so like happy and peppy music, or Cream's the innocent one, like or light and flowy, and Sonic's the hero, so he needs heroic and he needs heroic music. But the characters are like way more personality than that, in a lot of their appearances. Like Sonic is the hero, yeah, but he's also brash. He's arrogant. He's kind of a dick, if we're being honest. Amy is like more self-assured. She's more. She will do her best. She obsesses over Sonic, yes, but she kinda in a way, and this is gonna be just go with me on the comparison here. Kind of like Sakura, but more so in the way that she tries more than Sakura.
Everyone tries more than Sakura. Lisa from Terror and Resonance tries more than Sakura. Sorry, carry on.
Okay. Like the one that I feel like it does do well though is Cream, because her character is like the childhood innocence character, and that's really what she is even in the original. Like she's curious, she's optimistic, she's nice to everyone, and that is childhood innocence. So like some of these characters fit still with what OST changes are made to them, but a lot of them are way more generic. Like Big the Cat, for instance. Big is Big. So his theme in the English OST is just like boom, 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 boom. Like it's like big and drummy and just like he's stupid, kind of, if that makes sense in a soundtrack kind of sense. But he's way more of a like he watches out for others. Like he's a big klutz. He's kind-hearted, but he has more personality than just here's a big fat cat.
I see what you mean, and I feel like what happens is like our characters don't become they don't
become characters. They become archetypes.
No, they become categories. They become like character archetypes. Yeah. Like we go a step back because of that.
Yeah.
So absolutely.